This tree, we have meetings under about Tommy all the time. This is our spot.
A lone tree now marks the meetup spot for a Moncks Corner family trying to piece together why 32-year-old Tommy Yates suddenly disappeared. On the evening of May 17th, 2024, Mary Krobazinski pulled into her driveway after work, unaware her life was about to split into before and after.
My husband had come in the house and said, Mary, there's 2 detectives out here in the yard and they want to speak with you. And they said, well, ma'am, this is going to be a missing persons case because we have a tip and there's been evidence that we've seen that makes us believe something may have happened to him.
Multiple law enforcement agencies are searching for a man in the St. George area of Dorchester County.
That search started yesterday after Burbage ran from a St. George police officer.
A manhunt eventually ended in the arrest of Brandon Burbage for criminal sexual conduct in the first degree, a crime officials say was possibly connected to Yates's disappearance. Documents say on May 13th, 2024, Burbage tried to force a woman into sex but was denied. Officers say Burbage later came back to the home on Sheep Island Road with a gun and Yates, who was the woman's ex-boyfriend. Police say Burbage told the woman to stay in her bedroom and not open the door, coming in after some time, forcing her to have sex, all while armed with the gun. But what happened while she was in the bedroom, and where was Yates?
We knew he was the main suspect from the jump.
Word about the entire situation began to spread throughout Moncks Corner, including the original tip to police, which made its way back to his loved ones.
That tip claimed Burbage killed Yates with a hammer, placed his body in a trash can, and later fed him to the alligators in Walterboro.
Okay, that was a hard one to swallow. But as a mother, though, to have to come and tell your children the things I had to tell them, it was beyond. It's so far beyond.
Fast forward to almost a year and a half later, Burbage was officially charged with his murder last August.
It's not, oh, it's just some show on TV. It's like, no, that's your kid missing. Horrible things were done to him. And there's people in the world that are really like that are that inhuman and evil. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible.
The arrest warrant details the woman inside the Sheep Island Road home heard a fight between Yates and Burbage, the sound of someone being hit, falling to the floor, and the smell of cleaning chemicals. She later described hearing Yates's gurgling, seeing his body motionless, and then seeing Burbage covered in blood and kneeling over Yates's body. Berkeley County deputies say they found blood in the home and Burbage's car. SLED says the blood from both of those locations matched the DNA of Thomas Daniel Yates.
They should be able to have their Uncle Tommy. They should. Nobody had a right to take him away like that. And then everything that happened afterwards, it just made it so much worse.
But Yates's body has still never been found, allegedly thrown to alligators at the Donnelly Wildlife Preservation.
These criminals can't be thinking, oh, just because I killed somebody and I hide a body, or I discard a body, or I burn it, or do whatever they do to it, that I'm going to get away with it because they're not.
Burbage was charged with the murder even without Yates's body because of witness testimony and strong evidence. But how often are murders prosecuted when there is no body of the victim?
I don't know that I can quantify how often. There are, you can easily find a number of South Carolina prosecutions for murder that were successful.
Attorney Joe McCullough says under Old English common law, if there was no body, there was no prosecution. But now in the 21st century...
Because it suddenly dawned, or over time dawned on people that murderers shouldn't be rewarded because they were successful at tidying up the crime scene and making the body disappear.
Even without a body, criminals can still be charged if there's a confession, witness testimony, or strong evidence.
There are a lot of other kinds and types of scientific evidence that didn't exist 50 years ago or even 10 years ago.
The death of Jermaine West in Woodruff, South Carolina is another example of how killers can still be caught and held accountable when no body is discovered. Marcus Todd was convicted of West's murder in 2017 after video evidence showed Todd dragging West's body into the back of his car.
The jury only took a little over 3 hours to find Todd guilty of murder and kidnapping. There is the video, Todd's own criminal record, and witness statements, though a body was never found. That's something that still irks West's family even now.
Wish I had Jermaine. I wish he could have told us what he done with my son.
There are swamps, there are always fields and woods and places to hide bodies, and it may be decades before they're found, but the mere fact that there is no body is not a disqualifier any longer.
Still sitting at their family meeting spot, the only thing Tommy Yates' family has left is to lay the man that they love to rest.
If there's anything of him out there, we need to find him. They need to be able to bury their brother. That's a right everybody should have a right to be buried. 2.5 years we've been going through this. And at some point, it's enough.
Brandon Burbage remains in jail until his next court appearance. For Live 5 Investigates, I'm Emily Johnson.